So sorry for not having a video on Monday. I was just returning from Gamescom and couldn't really get a video out, but fortunately there wasn't much going on then. But today, new big PlayStation 5 update feature live now. New Spider-Man 3 news is out and the Spider-Man multiplayer. Those are the stories we're going to cover today. And if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it. And as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, did you buy Gears of War on PlayStation 5 or not? The game came out yesterday, and people kind of just, have been taking in that it's actually on PlayStation 5. I got the game yesterday too, but that's just me. What about you? So comment below, yes or no, if you've bought Gears of War on PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, new Spider-Man 3 news is out. So there are a couple of things to go over here when it comes to Spider-Man 3 because the voice actors are more and more openly teasing the next game, or maybe this could be about Venom. Maybe it could be about that. I'll just put that out there as well. So there are three things to talk about here. First up is Miles' suit for Spider-Man 3, or Venom, if that happens. Recently, the voice actor Najee Jeter was at Fan Expo in Canada, and a fan over on Reddit talked to him about the suit Miles had at the end of Spider-Man 2, the one that everybody loves, their favorite suit. This is what he stated over on Reddit. The user was at Fan Expo, and Najee wasn't busy after talking to Yuri, so had plenty of time to chat with him. He doesn't like the suit either, and kind of blames Adidas for it happening. He also says he thinks since he was growing his hair, the studio thought they should show it, which he thinks ruins the whole secret identity thing. He also never had that hairstyle when he was growing his hair, so he doesn't understand why they did the Killmonger cut. He couldn't even give feedback because he only saw it by the time the game was going to be released. When I asked what's going to happen in the future games, he said he was pretty sure they were going back to the original suit. Thank God. So that's pretty good to hear if that's what happens, or it's some upgraded version of the original suit. We'll see how that goes, of course. Beyond that, we had Yuri Lowenthal, of course, Peter himself, teasing Peter's return when he spoke with YouTuber Caboose, who asked what he's interested in most about Peter's character for Spider-Man 3, saying, in Spider-Man 2, Peter wants to take a bit of a break, but I'm wondering, can he? We'll probably see Peter have a moral dilemma, somewhat similar to Tobey's Peter, but over there, obviously, he lost his powers. But again, that was a whole mental thing as well, but it seems like it's going down maybe that route. Moving over to the final thing we have here, Yuri teasing Carnage for Spider-Man 3. Twitter user Austin Medrios, hopefully I said that correctly, stated this over on Twitter. Yuri Lowenthal, when asked if Carnage will appear in Marvel's Spider-Man 3, he stated, I can't say anything about that, but they're definitely cooking something up. So this looks to have happened at the Fan Expo again, and I'm not sure why the voice actors continue to be comfortable talking about the third game, which is years away. Or maybe that Venom game does happen, but they're throwing us off by making it seem like they're talking about Spider-Man 3. Either way, Insomniac is clearly working hard, and the voice actors look to be excited for what's next. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now diving into the second story of the video, the Spider-Man multiplayer. Reading from Comic Book, Marvel Spider-Man players are having a lot of fun with a brand new multiplayer mod that lets you play the game in co-op. A new multiplayer mod for Spider-Man Remastered on PC allows players to play the game together. I've seen images of as many as 7 people playing together in one session, so clearly this is pretty ambitious. The mod is available as part of a closed beta that can only be accessed through the mod's official Patreon page through the $10 webhead tier. It's likely this mod will be available for free in the future, but they want to make sure they can test it out without overloading the game with too many players all at once. So this was pretty great to see, and you can see it having issues if you look at the videos, but obviously this is acceptable considering what it is. If Insomniac tries to do multiplayer for Spider-Man 3, they're going to have to design the whole game for that. I get people want multiplayer, but it should be a side mode as opposed to it being a part of the main story, because because then they have to force the story to make sense with having all of these characters together all the time. Why are they all together all the time? The other option is to just rule out needing to force the story to align with the multiplayer aspect, and in cutscenes just act like that specific Spider-Man is just there by themselves, like how Halo did with having multiple chiefs. You'll see multiple chiefs, and then I think at the cutscenes it was just Chief by himself, like a normal story. So in that situation, the story will flow on its own, but the gameplay could change up to support multiple players dropping in and out. Maybe that's how they do it. But you guys let me know if you want multiplayer for Spider-Man 3 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, big PS5 feature update live now. Reading from Twisted Voxel, PlayStation Store refunds can now be processed automatically via account transaction history on the website or the PlayStation app. The official PlayStation support site has been updated with new details regarding the processing of refunds for purchases made on the PlayStation Store. The process has been streamlined and making it easier for users to claim their money back when eligible. According to the updated guidelines, refunds requests are now handled directly through a user's account transaction history, accessible via the PlayStation website or the PS app, eliminating the need for support calls or chats. To request a refund, users simply need to open their transaction history, select the eligible purchase, and choose request refund. From there, on-screen instructions will guide them through the process. So this has been long overdue, considering everyone else has had a system like this for so long. If you bought something on PlayStation before, you better make sure that you want this game, because the process to request a refund was a headache in itself. This is a big step for Sony, even though it should have been there a long time ago, but now the next step is to actually allow players to play for a couple of hours, which Steam and Xbox allow you to do. Sony hasn't been the greatest when it comes to their platform tech. They only allow players to change their PlayStation Network name in the late PlayStation 4 era, if people remember, because of how their engineers designed their whole PlayStation Network structure in the PlayStation 3 days. It was a mess. They had to deal with that to change that whole situation. Regardless, it's here now. Next thing, allow players to play a bit of the game, and then you guys are up to the standard, which a lot of other people have. But you guys let me know if you're happy to see a more streamlined refund process, or you don't really care. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Bring On the Carnage. Obviously, this is in reference to Carnage potentially appearing in Spider-Man 3, but I wonder if that's just too many characters to have, you know, Carnage as a villain, to have Green Goblin, to have Doc Ock, to have, I don't know how many people they want to put as villains for Spider-Man 3. Is that going to be too much, and then they have to cut a bunch of content again? I honestly think they should do that Venom game and have Carnage over there and flush that story out and close it out over there. And obviously we have Wolverine coming as well, and then you have Spider-Man 3 focused on Doc Ock and the Green Goblin, and then, you know, we usher in the X-Men era or whatever they decide to do next. Regardless, we'll see how this goes. I'm excited for what Insomniac has next. If you are as well, destroy the comment section with Bring On the Carnage, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.